There is, in the world of the Bible, a shared culture or grammar among the author and original recipients that we simply don't share. John Walton, an Old Testament scholar, talks about this, and he gives the example of the game Taboo. Have you ever played the game Taboo with others? The point is you try to get the people in your team to guess a word without saying that word, and 5 other related words that are there on the card. So it's kind of difficult to get them to, for example, let's say the key word is coyote, and I want my team members to guess the word coyote very quickly, but I can't say coyote, but I also can't say wolf, dog, fox, animal, predator, all right? So I have to think of other associated words to get you to think and say coyote. If you've shared experiences with your team members, then it works really well, and you've got that common culture and grammar. If my wife is on my team, then I can just say Wile E, and she'll easily guess coyote. At least she better. But a person who never watched Looney Tunes cartoons or is from another country who is playing on our team will be totally lost if I say Wile E. Or I would have to use a lot of other words to get him to say coyote. For example, nocturnal, canine. I have to be really a lot more creative with it. It's not nearly as quick and effective, all right? Well, this is what can be called a high context environment versus a low context environment. High context means we don't have to say much to communicate a lot. Low context means we require a great deal of specific content to communicate effectively with one another. Well, the biblical writers were in a more or less high context environment with their original audiences, all right? It's like it would be if my wife and I were on the same team here. I don't have to say a lot to communicate a lot. But when we read scripture, we're like that foreign person coming in who doesn't know all the language and all the grammar and all the shorthand. We're in a more or less low context environment. We're like that foreigner who never saw Looney Tunes. Or worse, let's say, doesn't know what a coyote is. Then what are you going to do? You're sunk. And generally speaking, the older the literature, the lower the context, the more background we're going to need. If you like what you've heard and you want more, visit christian-studies.org and subscribe to the video course on understanding the Bible. And while you're there, check out our journal and other content from the Center for Christian Studies.